Let us continue with this section of setting up a penetration testing lab. In the last lecture, we saw how to download and install the VirtualBox on your machine. And now in this lecture, we will see how to download and install the Kali Linux operating system in your VirtualBox. So let us get started. While downloading Kali Linux, there are basically two major steps. Either you can install Kali Linux as a virtual disk image, or you can install Kali Linux as a directly a modified file. So what we are going to do is we are going to install the Kali Linux as a file in a VirtualBox, but we are not going to install the virtual disk image. We will install the open virtualization application file. So go to your favorite browser and then go to Google and type download Kali Linux. So let us type download Kali Linux. Now do not download the Kali Linux file from any third-party sources. Even if you download the resources from any third-party sources, make sure that you always check the hash file. And since Kali is free, please do not download it from any third-party sources. So yes, we have to go to official www.kali.org, official Kali Linux download. This is the first website that appears on the screen. Now once we go to this website, depending upon the operating system of your computer, whether your PC is 64-bit or 32-bit, you can download it as accordingly to your PC. Now we are not going to download the Kali Linux files which are listed here. These are the disk images file. That is, you can see they are images. Now installing images takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of configurations. So what we can do, we'll download a Kali Linux as a pre-installed Kali Linux, so that you just have to download and install the Kali Linux in VirtualBox, and then you have to just sign in. That's it. So if you scroll down, you will find the link Kali Linux VirtualBox. So now since I'm running on a 64-bit, I will go to this link. So it is saying available on the offensive security VM download page. Yes, as we have seen in our previous videos, we know that Kali Linux is maintained and operated by the offensive security organization. So we'll just go to offensive security VM download page, and you can see this is the offensive securities page. If you scroll down, you can see Kali Linux VMware images, but we are not interested in VMware images. We are interested in VirtualBox images. VMware is a similar software like VirtualBox, which installs other operating systems or virtual machines. So we'll go to Kali Linux VirtualBox images, and yes, I run on a 64-bit. If you run on a 32-bit operating system, you can download that. So I will click on here. You can either click on the image name here, or you can download it via torrent, but generally I will prefer via 64-bit image name. Now this file is very large file. You can see it will download the file Kali Linux 2020.2a vbox amd 64.ova, that is open virtualization format archive, which is a file in which the operating system is already installed and configured, ready made for the VirtualBox. So we will download this file. Now you have to click save to download it. I have already downloaded this file and I have already saved in my PC, so I won't download it again. This file is around 3.3 GB. So depending upon your internet connection, this file may take around 1 and 1.5 hours on an average to get downloaded. So we will see once you have downloaded. Pause the video right now, go and download the Kali Linux virtual image, and then once you have downloaded, come back here and I will show you how to install the .ova file. So let us wait till your file gets downloaded. So I have downloaded the Kali Linux file and I will navigate to my folder where I have downloaded it. You can see Kali Linux 2020.2 vbox amd 64. So now what you have to do is you have to open the VirtualBox, and there do you remember we have downloaded the VirtualBox extension pack. So what you have to do is you have to go to the Oracle VirtualBox extension pack, and you just have to double click it, and it will ask you from which application you have to open. So it will automatically prompt you to open, and yes, you can see a newer version of the Oracle is already installed. Would you like to downgrade? Which means I have already installed the extension pack, but you will generally get an option of install button here. So you just have to click install there, but make sure that while installing VirtualBox, you install it on the administrator account, that is on the Windows administrator account, and it will directly get installed. After that, what we have to do is we have to import a new appliance. And wait a minute till it gets imported, till the option opens. And yes, so is currently supports. So you can see VirtualBox currently supports importing appliances saved in the open version format. So to click continue, we have to select the file from where we have to import. Now after this, it will ask from where I have to import. So I will navigate to the file. Please navigate to the file where you have downloaded. Now I have a lot of data here. So you can see this is the 19 version, and this is 20 version. So I will select the 20 version to 2020, and then I will click next. After clicking next, please keep everything as it is, do not change anything, and just click import. The virtual system Kali is see the terms and agree, so I agree, and wait till the Kali Linux gets imported. So this is how you actually import a Kali Linux. Now this process will also take some time. It will take around half an hour till the machine gets completely imported. So be patient, and I will see you after my Kali Linux machine is imported. So now you can see that the Kali Linux 2020 has been installed in the VirtualBox. Our next step is to right click here and then go to settings. You can see that we can change the name here. I will just give it Kali Linux 2020. You can give whatever you want. Keep the version and the operating system to Debian itself. Then the next step is go to network, and you can see it has been attached to NAT. So drop down and click NAT network. If NAT network doesn't appear, you can go and watch the previous video again to how to solve that issue. So I will just click OK. And now it has been powered off. So let us start, and let's see what happens. Now click start and wait Kali Linux machine to start. Now since we are going to start the Kali Linux machine for the first time, it will take quite some time. So be patient. Do not think that there is a problem in installation or something, but it generally takes around 5 to 6 minutes to get you to the main login page. So be patient till it starts. You can see my Kali Linux machine has been will start right now. It is start. Yes. So you can see this is the opening page of Kali Linux, and let us wait till the entire processes happen. It will ask for something. Press the first option, enter button, or I'll show you just after a few couple of minutes. Yes, so this is how it looks now. Kali Linux is the most important function. So yes, this option you have to just press enter for the first option, and then let Kali Linux start its processes. This is the most important operating system which is used. Other hackers also used operating system like Parrot OS, but we will prefer Kali for this course because all the softwares and tools that we are going to use are already installed in Kali. This is a comprehensive tool which consists of more than 100 to 200 penetration testing tools. I will also show you how to execute different basic commands in Kali and how to download and install new softwares as well. So this is the latest version of Kali that is available in the market. If you want to download older versions, you can download it as well. So this process of starting the Kali Linux machine will take a lot of time. I will pause the video and I will resume the video once the login page appears. So yes, this is the login page of Kali. Now if you go through the internet, the default password and the username for Kali was, the username was root, ROOT, and the default password was TOOR, that is reverse of root. But in the updated version, that is the 2020 version, the default username is Kali, KALI, and the default password is also Kali. And yes, we have finally logged in into the Kali Linux machine. Now since we installed the open virtualization format application, we do not need to configure anything. But if you click and download the first option, that is the disk image, there is a lot of process involved. So it is always better to download the .ova file. And there you go. We are all set to run the Kali Linux machine. Well, in the next lecture, we will see how to download the Metasploitable machine in the VirtualBox, which comes of different websites to practice ethical hacking. Because we are going to conduct all the labs on the Metasploitable, it is one of the machines that is probably used to for ethical hacking practice. So in the next lecture, we will see how to download and install Metasploitable on VirtualBox.